friends. We are back to back now in 10 minutes time, and it is somewhat extraordinary, no doubt, and extraordinary because you are along with me, you are liking this storytelling and motivating storytelling, which YouTube handle named as @success sauce and interview talk 786. 786, is Billah 786, the blessings of Almighty, for which Kuli became such a success, and Big B was in dangerous condition, came back to not only survive and also succeed in film line for another 30 years. Even now he is on because of the blessings of Almighty. Let that blessings come to us, and you will be the catalyst. Nothing, only one subscriber a day, nothing more. Please do that. And we are at #fearFURY7A.4. That means chapter 7A, lesson 4. 7A, 7 is skill to avoid threat, and 7A means skill to avoid threat of killing. If you are tough and if you are straightforward, there will be rogues who would always try to put threat in your mind, and the man is always afraid to die. So that is the point of threat they will apply, so that you don't take the strong action against the rogue element. And it is easy to say than done. I told you in my last episode that how I could overcome the fear of lady ghost. Lady ghost, at the age of 10, at the point of exasperation, I was absolutely out of breath and almost I was dying. And then I decided either I kill the lady ghost or I get killed by her. I turned around and I found there is none. From then onwards I have overcome fear. That nothing is there, it is all mental state of mind. If you strengthen your mind, you can do everything. And that is what I have done all my career. And I advise you to not to be afraid of any threat by rogue elements who serve their own points, which is obviously dishonest points, obviously illegal points. I can tell you, in my first job as in military engineering service, as a technical officer, subdivisional officer technical, suddenly an envelope was being distributed by the businessman. I asked him, what is this envelope? He got startled. Then he said, no, it is some gift to all of you. I said, what is this gift in an envelope? Does it contain some currency notes? Then he was afraid. He ran out of my office and then gathered other rogues, and other rogues had told me, if you don't take that envelope, nobody can take the envelope. Everybody has to share the sin. I said, no, I am not taking the envelope. If you want, you take double. Then there was threat that if you don't do it, you will not be alive. I said, fine, I will not be alive. You make sure I am dead. But nothing had happened. So similarly, these are all empty threats. These are all threats to unnerve you. And then in my job at American company, Hackett, and there was a rogue called Kaka, and he was also afraid of my strong action. So he gave a threat that you will not live long, you will be dead. I said, fine, you see that I am dead. And nothing happened, I took that strong action. Then another organization, I was taking care of the auction and tender of scrap. And at the tender time, I found the tender box is surrounded by very hefty muscle men. And I asked them, why are you standing here? Not to see my tender has gone in. I said, that you cannot see, it is opaque box. You can only put it in. You cannot see it falling inside. No, we stand here. I could understand, basically they did not want others to put the tender because of their muscles and threat of fight. So next time onwards, I brought the tender box just outside my office, and at the half an hour before the tender time, I would be standing there personally. So all these muscle men who could not do anything, anybody can come and put the tender at the appropriate time. So the rogues started getting annoyed with me. Thereafter, at the auction, in the auction hall, I found as a general manager, nobody attends that auction in detail. But I was there to supervise. I found somebody bidding 3,000 rupees per ton, 4,000 rupees per ton, 6,000 rupees per ton. And then some other person suddenly walks by his side and sits by his side, and he keeps quiet thereafter. I could feel that most likely he has touched his knife or revolver at his chest or ribs. Therefore he kept quiet. I could understand the game going on out of threat. People are not allowed to give their maximum rate. So I contacted Lal Bazar, headquarters of Calcutta Police, and I told him the whole thing. He said, please give me in writing. I said, if I give you in writing, everybody will come to know. I want you to catch them unawares. He agreed, okay, I understand. Next auction day, he put many plainclothes policemen at the auction hall. And policemen know the rogues all over the city, and I could understand eye contacts are taking place. Policemen are recognizing the rogues around, and the moment such thing happened, that somebody walks to the person who is bidding higher and higher, and then the plainclothesman quietly goes to him and says that you go to your own seat. Go to your own seat. So that auction became successful. And then came the threat of killing, that you will be killed if you keep on doing this. I kept on doing this, nothing happened. They will only threaten you, they will only demoralize you. They will see that if you are scared, their purpose is served. Then came the situation of railways auction. Railways had told us that your rate is very high as a government company. I am getting it done at 0.17% of the auction rate. And I said, sir, if you calculate 0.17% of your auction rate, will not cover their advertisement in newspapers. And I calculated and shown him. Then he said, wow. And then what are they doing? I said, they are obviously not subsidizing railways. So they are doing second auction at the bottom. And if you want to stop, you give me an order, my company, that we supervise your auction. You see what rate you get, or we do the auction on your behalf. Then he said, it is better that you do the auction on your behalf at your rate quoted. And the rate they got was double the rate they were getting. They were getting at those days, in 1990s, they were getting scrap at 3,000 rupees a ton, and we gave them at 7,000 rupees a ton. So they were very happy that we got many crores more than what we had got ourselves. So please go on doing that. And then came the threat for killing. It keeps on coming, it keeps on coming. It is the rogues around will try to put you down, will try to unnerve you, demoralize you. It is that lady ghost who had given me the courage, my dear. So therefore, I will tell you, take the courage, have the courage and overlook this, but not foolhardily. You have to be careful, no doubt, and move along. Pose as if you are not at all afraid.